That's what I said, bro. Do your thing. Oh yeah. To push my buttons, I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. Bro, I'm about to. Yeah, I'ma holler at you. I'm about to lock up with this boy. All right, bro. Later. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Line 54. Ricky.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Go. 180. 54. It's our time. Check 50.
It's a second down run with Sanders. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 36. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Second down 6. Go. 22-yard line.
Stop your whining. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the 22, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Wentz now to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's put him on the bunches. Let's put that team on the ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice play,
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We want it. Come to my work. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Check. Leo. Check 3.
Here's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go. 15 Lonnie. Hey, pick your game up.
Sponge. No. Shit. Watch the shit.
Hard.
Bang. Check 52.
Check 24.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Crunch time, defense. Joker. Check. Go.
The give is to Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 6-yard line.
Pac-Man. 280!
Check my 50. Man,
Sunday.
he's coming.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Go. 120!
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Straight 15!
No.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On second down, it's Scott. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, 68 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Love. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter, and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Second and 8 at the 2-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 71 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the safety creep.
Right back to Sanders on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Great.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing now is Wentz. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, Charlie.
Key in 21. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go.
2nd and 6. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Set the tone.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready. 50. Plant. Number 53. Mike 53. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, Happy.
Off the play fake. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing after the interception. Love. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, I'm coming. I'm coming.
On first down, Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off play action. Love. This to Jarwin. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Let's go.
2nd and 3. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Here we go again. Switch.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Go. Sweetie! I'm here all day. I'm here all day. He's coming.
Another run here with Sanders. And an alley to run. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. They'll try and run it here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Eagles 27, Cowboys 22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Check 52's the mic. What's the run? They're running it. 52's the mic, boys. 52. You remember me? You remember me? What happened?
On 1st and 10, Love. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Okay, break. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
That's what I do.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Scott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Here's Wentz to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing on 1st down. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
In your face.
Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go. At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now Sanders. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Next to score, Eagles 42, Cowboys 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Love. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Letting one fly deep for Coop. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A gain of 52 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Love. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. Operating from the gun. Love. He's got the connection to Cooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Forbath to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Eagles 42, Cowboys 35.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
You got three down.
On first down, Sanders. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check 26, check 26.
Now a carry for Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Eagles 42, Cowboys 35.